How's it going, everybody? The Next Level Savings Sale just started on PlayStation. It's running from now until May 27th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. For $24, 60% off, Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin Deluxe Edition is a brutal, fast-paced action RPG that reimagines the origins of the Final Fantasy legend with intense combat, dark storytelling, and chaotic energy that feels both nostalgic and fresh. This deluxe edition includes the full game, a digital art book and soundtrack, plus the season pass featuring 3 major expansions: Trials of the Dragon King, Wanderer of the Rift, and Different Future. It's a 72 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $10, 67% off, Lords of the Fallen is a challenging dark fantasy action RPG set in a vast, interconnected world of the living and dead, filled with secrets, treasures, and formidable foes. Master punishing combat with hundreds of weapons or arcane magic, explore an overhauled world with improved movement and controls, and experience shared progression online co-op, including a free Friends Pass to bring friends along even if they don't own the game. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $6, 75% off, The Surge Augmented Edition is a hardcore action RPG set in a devastated industrial complex where robots, augmented workers, and rogue AI all want you dead, bundled with a full game, 2 expansions, and 5 DLC packs. Engage in tight, visceral melee combat, targeting and slicing specific limbs off enemies with a loot system that rewards you with exactly what you dismember, then equip, upgrade, and craft new weapons and armor to grow stronger. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $3, 80% off, Titan Souls is a minimalist boss rush action game where a lone hero armed with a single arrow hunts colossal guardians to reclaim the scattered Titan Souls. Face towering titans in tense one-hit kill encounters, retrieve and reposition your lone arrow after every shot, and carefully study each arena to exploit tiny weaknesses, while dodging deadly attacks and solving environmental puzzles in brutal precision-based battles. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $9, 70% off, The Last Hero of Nostalgia Deluxe Edition is a Souls-like action RPG set in a world celebrating video game nostalgia, featuring hard but fair combat and a twisted tale narrated by a cynical narrator as you uncover armor and weapons, each with unique lore. This deluxe edition includes the base game and the Rise of Evil DLC, adding new areas, weapons like the Abomination Spear, powerful bosses, and free multiplayer access for friends. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $8, 80% off, The Surge 2 Premium Edition is a challenging sci-fi action RPG set in the chaotic Jericho City, where armored soldiers enforce martial law, rogue robots run amok, and a deadly nanostorm threatens the skyline. The Premium Edition includes the full game plus all Season Pass content, featuring the Kraken Story expansion, the Borax 1 Quantum Mace, the Public Enemy Weapon Pack, and Jericho's Legacy Gear Pack. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $3, 90% off, Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition is a punishing action RPG where you navigate a shattered, decaying world, assuming the bodies of fallen warriors to gain their strength while testing your sanity, precision, and resilience. You'll explore haunting ruins, track down hidden sanctums, and adapt to a combat system that rewards patience, awareness, and strategic timing, while every enemy encounter can end in brutal death. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $10, 75% off, Remnant From the Ashes is a third-person action RPG pitting survivors of humanity against deadly creatures and godlike bosses across multiple terrifying worlds. Play solo or in 3-player co-op, blending methodical ranged and melee combat across dynamically generated dungeons, with branching quest lines, crafting, and an archetype progression system offering unique passive bonuses and abilities for varied replayable runs. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $10, 60% off, Tales of Iron 2 Whiskers of Winter is a dark, action-packed RPG where the heir to the Warden of the Wastes ventures into the snow-ravaged north to defeat the vengeful Dark Wings. You'll traverse a vast, frostbitten kingdom, hunt colossal beasts, master fast, brutal combat with dodges, parries, and gruesome executions, and upgrade your settlement while crafting weapons, traps, and sorceries to survive the merciless frozen lands. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For 12 bucks, 75% off, Remnant 2 is a third-person action RPG pitting survivors of humanity against deadly creatures and godlike bosses across multiple terrifying worlds. Play solo or in 3-player co-op, blending methodical ranged and melee combat across dynamically generated dungeons, with branching quest lines, crafting, and an expanded archetype progression system offering unique passive bonuses and abilities for varied, replayable runs. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For 3 bucks, 88% off, Tales of Iron is a grim, hand-drawn action RPG set in a brutal medieval world of warring anthropomorphic kingdoms, now including the Bright Fir Forest and Bloody Whiskers expansions for a packed endgame experience. You play as Reggie, heir to the Rat Throne, mastering punishing Souls-like inspired combat with dodge rolls, parries, executions, and varied weapon styles as you explore a deceptively charming yet deadly kingdom. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For 10 bucks, 60% off, Ender Lilies Quietus of the Nights is a dark, atmospheric Metroidvania where you guide Lily, a young priestess who awakens alone in a cursed kingdom drowned by a deadly rain that twists all living beings into the blighted and spreads despair across the land. Explore eerie forests, collapsed caverns, and towering castles while battling monstrous bosses, purifying their souls, and turning them into spectral allies with powerful new abilities. It's an 85 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For 5 bucks, 75% off, Death's Door is a stylish top-down action adventure where you play as a crow tasked with reaping souls in a haunting, mysterious world where death no longer naturally occurs. When a soul you're assigned to collect is stolen, you'll embark on a perilous journey through strange lands untouched by time, battling bizarre creatures and unraveling a conspiracy that threatens the fragile balance of life and death itself. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For 24 bucks, 40% off, Dead Cells Medley of Pain bundle is a Metroidvania-inspired roguelite where you'll master fast-paced Souls-like combat through an ever-changing castle and hordes of enemies. This bundle includes the base game plus all major DLC, The Bad Seed, The Queen in the Sea, Fatal Falls, and Return to Castlevania, adding new enemies, weapons, and late-game pathways, including teaming up with Richter Belmont and Alucard to conquer Dracula's castle. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For 29 bucks, 58% off, Demon's Souls is a stunning remake of the PlayStation classic, rebuilt by PlayStation Studios and Bluepoint Games to deliver breathtaking visuals, immersive sound, and masterful performance for a new generation. Venture into the fog-laden kingdom of Boletaria, where King Alant's quest for power awakened the Old One, unleashing nightmarish creatures that devour souls and drive humans mad, leaving only despair and peril in their wake. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.